Minecraft accurate or is real life totally different? Let's test 30 things, and if real life wins, you have to go touch grass. Let's start with axolotls, which play dead to get a regeneration effect. That's pretty similar to how real ones can grow back lost legs and even parts of their brains. However, some of their squeaks in the game are actually heavily edited dog sounds. Mojang did put a lot of thought into axolotls because they can only eat buckets of fish, like how real axolotls only eat living fish. So this point goes to Minecraft for accuracy. Cod were one of the first fish mobs added, but Mojang made a slight mistake. In real life, there are 4 types of cod, and all of them have 3 dorsal fins. Cod in Minecraft only have 2 dorsal fins. All it would take is to remove this 1 pixel to make them so much more accurate. But for now, this point goes to real life, because Minecraft cod is unrealistic. Creepers are real. Well, not quite, but they're very similar to real-life peat moss, a plant that launches out spores by building up air pressure and pretty much exploding. This stuff also contains sulfur, which was the old name for gunpowder. The creeper texture is based on the leaf texture too, so maybe they grow out of the ground and use their explosion to spread their seeds. More realistic than you think. Good job, Mojang. If the creeper is that realistic, I think I'm allowed to make fun of the other mythical mobs, like the Ravager. This one was inspired by something from real-life mythology, specifically the Manticore. Developer Jeb said he was inspired by the version from Dungeons & Dragons, which has the head of a man, a lion body, dragon wings, and a scorpion tail. Ah, that's why the Ravager has... wait, it has none of those. Even with the inspiration, this point goes to real life, because the Ravager is too out of this world. 1.19 has added mud bricks, which have been around for a very long time in the real world. They're made by combining mud with straw, just like real life. These have been used as building materials for over 5,000 years. This mosque is the largest mud brick structure in the world. Finally, mud bricks are in Minecraft, so they get this point. Although it might not look like it, Mojang do leave the office sometimes for outdoor research. While making 1.18, this photo was taken of a developer on a field trip exploring real-life caves. This one inspired Noodle Caves. With that dedication, this point goes to Minecraft. Gold tools are weak because gold is soft in real life. But you know what's not weak? Steve. This guy can carry over 62,000 gold blocks using shulkers. 1 gold block would weigh 19,000 kilograms in real life. So Steve can carry, 1 billion kilograms. We don't know how small Steve's pockets are, but shrunk down to this size, all those shulker boxes would collapse into a black hole. If you think that's crazy, the facts get even crazier. Speaking of how much Steve can fit inside him, I ran the numbers and he shouldn't be able to drink a milk bucket. We can fill a bucket with this much water. A bucket of milk has the exact same amount of liquid. Separating all of Steve's pixels, there's less than half the amount of space required to fit all that liquid inside. He either spills it down his clothes or there's some kind of portal in his stomach. This point goes to real life. You obviously can't make a nether portal in real life, but obsidian is a real thing. In Minecraft, it's the 2nd hardest block to mine. In real life, it's actually a lot like glass. When you rapidly cool lava, you get obsidian, which is volcanic glass. To break it in Minecraft, you'd need 70 times the explosive power of TNT, but IRL, you could just drop it on the floor. So this is probably one of Minecraft's least realistic blocks. Diamonds are one of the rarest ores in Minecraft, but that's not exactly true in real life. They're actually the most common type of precious stone. Newly mined ones are rough and cloudy. Only the purest get polished into nice Minecrafty gemstones. The rest get used for cutting and grinding. Diamonds just aren't realistic. But actually, the diamond used in the jukebox crafting recipe is realistic. They're not only in there to make jukeboxes harder to get. The recipe is inspired by how Thomas Edison started using diamond-tipped needles in his phonographs back in 1910. He influenced Minecraft. That's better than inventing the light bulb, right? The jukebox is more realistic than you think. Something about the crafting table has always got on my nerves. It's perfectly normal that you break a giant chunk of a tree with your fists, then turn that into 4 blocks, and then back into 1, all before the tree falls to the ground. But what confuses me is, where did all these tools come from? Where did the leather come from? Don't get me wrong, I love the crafting table. It's iconic. Just confusing how this massive saw appears out of thin air. Not realistic. Mojang do change things for accuracy. Fireflies were going to be added as food for frogs, but the fans let Mojang know that fireflies can be poisonous to frogs in real life. They also made parrots die from cookies, as chocolate is poisonous to birds. I'm glad they're listening to stop people copying what they see in games, so this point goes to Minecraft. But if that's the reason, this next one definitely needs to change. We all know the saying that cats always land on their feet, so in Minecraft they made it so cats don't take fall damage. But don't try this at home. Even though they can usually flip over just in time, that doesn't mean that they can't be injured by the fall. Mojang tried to make cats more realistic by having them sit on beds and chests, but even they admit that that's just more annoying. I don't want anyone dropping their cat because it works in Minecraft, so this point goes to real life. Mojang 1.20 cat update, you'll be rich. The wild Child Update's Skulk Shrieker block might seem like one of Minecraft's more mythical blocks, but they have a real-world inspiration. The shape of the block was inspired by the human larynx. Because it shrieks, makes sense. Wait, a Minecraft person doesn't have a larynx. They don't even have a neck! But this point goes to Minecraft for their attention to detail. Minecraft TNT won't destroy anything if detonated underwater, but don't try this in real life either. I don't know why you'd have TNT, but if you did, it would not be safe underwater. Or anywhere really. Working underwater TNT can be made with sodium in the Education Edition, because sodium has an explosive reaction when dropped in water, as it's an alkali metal, but normal TNT should be able to explode underwater. The sand in the recipe references dynamite, which is not the same as TNT. Mojang didn't make it realistic, but at least they're not teaching you how to make it. Steve's a pretty good diver. This guy can high dive from the stratosphere and land without a scratch. Don't go jumping off a cliff like Steve though. His pencil diving technique is good, but would he survive this in the real world? Well, you're supposed to point your feet down, and Steve can't do this, so he'd at least hurt his feet. The world record for diving was set at only 58.8 meters, and even that guy hurt his leg and hip doing it. Diving in Minecraft is pretty unrealistic. Villagers all got stylish new outfits in the Village and Pillage updates. With over 100 outfit combinations, there must have been some real-life inspiration. It turns out most of these robes were inspired by 2018 fashion shows like Gucci's. The swamp villager designs were thought of first, even though there aren't swamp villages. Once again, Mojang get to flex their attention to detail. Rabbit's feet in real life are often believed to bring good luck. The rabbit's foot item in Minecraft is a rare drop. You need to be quite lucky to get one, and if you do, it increases your luck just as much as it does in the real world, by 0%. Yep, that goes to Minecraft for realism there. Why are small animals so big in Minecraft? Spiders are 2 meters wide in this game. Silverfish are real creatures too, and they're usually about 2 centimeters long. That means Minecraft ones are 53 times longer. And don't get me started on bees. I'm surprised fireflies aren't 20 blocks tall. Silverfish are officially unrealistic. This is a lightning rod, and this is a real one. You might think that's realistic, but in real life, a lightning rod needs a direct connection to ground or it won't work. You can also put one on your head in Minecraft, like an antenna, by using commands. So I'm giving this point to real life, because it's not realistic. The sky in Minecraft is not realistic either. Of course, they're trying to keep things simple by having the sun and moon move in a straight line, but that's just not how the sky works. The moon shouldn't move exactly with the stars either. Real life definitely wins this point. Turtles in Minecraft can't drown, even though they need to breathe air in real life. They do last a long time underwater thanks to their giant lungs and slow metabolism, and some turtles breathe underwater using their butts, which absorb oxygen from the water. However, they can still drown though, and you can't trap a real turtle in a space like this, so real life gets the point for this one. Speaking of turtles, let's look at their eggs. Arrows won't crack one. Concrete powder does nothing. Dripstone? No match for it. Dropping an anvil on one doesn't break it. Pour lava on one. Nope, the only thing heavy enough to break it is you. I'm giving this point to Minecraft just for the meme. A sea pickle in Minecraft is not that big, but a real one can be up to 18 meters long, or as small as less than a centimeter. They might not look quite like the Minecraft version, but they do glow through bioluminescence. However, sea pickles are actually colonies of really tiny animals and not plants like in Minecraft. I'm gonna give the point to real life, because Minecraft ones look way too much like this type of pickle. Minecraft's horses and donkeys can be bred together to make a mule, which in real life is made when a male donkey is bred with a female horse. Swap the genders and you get a hinny, which isn't in Minecraft. Are all the horses in this game female? It would be cool if this were a random chance. Also, you'd expect to breed a mule with another mule and get, well, another mule, but this is realistic. Mules don't have the ability to produce offspring in real life. The material reducer from Education Edition allows us to put in some made-up items and find out what they're really made of. Glowstone, for example, contains 3 noble gases, which are commonly used in neon lights. Redstone ore contains uranium, which is used to fuel nuclear power plants. It would also make redstone radioactive. Netherrack has mercury oxide, which is the same color in real life. Even though these blocks aren't real, Mojang came up with some realistic explanations. In the Crimson Forest biome, you might hear the music track called Chrysopia, and that title is a word referring to the artificial production of gold. Yep, you can find nether gold ore here, so that fits. Only problem is that the Crimson Forest is more like the Crimson from Terraria than any real-life place. Though the basalt deltas are based on real-life basalt columns, so I think we can say the nether is somewhat realistic. Rain falls out of clouds, right? So why does Minecraft rain still fall when there are no clouds above? But that's not all. When you go above the clouds in Minecraft, the rain still falls. If you go high enough, the rain does cool into glitchy snow, but there's only ever one cloud layer. I'll accept the clouds are blocky because it's a blocky game, but where's the rain coming from? Real life definitely wins this one. What is glow lichen? Is it a real thing? Kinda. There are about 20,000 lichen species in the world, and about 6 to 8% of the Earth's land surface is covered in the stuff. Do they glow like in Minecraft? Many types do. Only under a UV light though. Unlike sea pickles, portals, lichens aren't bioluminescent. Glow lichens close enough to real life, even if it shouldn't glow like that, so Minecraft gets this point, meaning our winner is real life by 2 points. But with zombies, portals, and dragons, does it really matter? Yes. Now go into the real world and touch some grass. Or you can watch this video about even more facts you probably don't know.